You want to be the type of guy that everyone talks about how good you smell. People should know you've entered the room before they even turn around. This is the power of having a signature scent. Fragrance is a personal statement, as it's all about how the scent smells on you specifically and how it's perceived by others. Finding your signature scent can make you turn heads and make a lasting impression that says, I have arrived. In this video, we're going to go through some fragrance rules, types of fragrances, how to select your signature scent, and much more. The unbreakable rules of fragrance. Let's go through some fragrance rules that should never be broken. Number 1, hygiene comes first. Fragrance is what you add to your body after it's been cleaned. It's not a method of covering up BO. You will only ever apply fragrance on a clean body. Number 2, not every occasion requires fragrance. No scent is still a good scent. If you work in a tight space like a cubicle or in the medical field, wearing a strong scent is a quick way to become hated by everyone around you. Number 3, never overspray. If you're buying quality fragrances, less is always more. Stick to 1 to 3 sprays for daytime or work time hours, and 3 to 4 sprays for the evening or when you're going out at night. Number 4, expensive isn't always better. There are plenty of amazing fragrances for guys on a budget. If your taste is more luxurious, you can always find discounted perfumes from reputable sellers on eBay or FragranceNet. Types of fragrances. Different types of scents come off differently based on the composition of their notes. Keep in mind, most fragrances aren't locked into a single scent group. Most perfumes and fragrances are gendered. While these are imaginary, most people associate certain scents with femininity, like flowers, vanilla, and sugar, and masculinity, like wood, leather, and smoke. I recommend wearing more unisex and lighter masculine scents during the day while you're at work or school. Fresh fragrances are usually citrusy and oceanic and have hints of green. They are typically refreshing and vibrant smells and sometimes herbal and leafy scents. Floral scents vary widely based on the floral composition. Soliflores are single flower fragrances like pure rose or pure jasmine. Oriental fragrances are often warm, sweet, and sometimes a little spicy. They usually are considered more luxurious and sophisticated scents. Gourmand scents are a newer category and are considered very edible smelling. They are taking inspiration from the decadence of food to create rich scents. Woody fragrances are a little more androgynous and heavier, with leather and amber scents combined. How to wear cologne. Layering. Layering your fragrances is a really cool way to experiment and create a whole new scent that no one else has. This doesn't mean just mixing different colones together. For example, if you use a peppermint body wash, mixing it with a vanilla-based fragrance can create a scent that really works great together. You get the idea. It's all about experimentations. Where to spray. When applying cologne, you should spray it on pulse points, which are areas where the blood vessels are closest to the skin's surface. This allows the fragrance to mix with your body's natural oils and radiate throughout the day. Common pulse points includes wrists. Spray a small amount of cologne on your wrists and rub them together. Neck. Apply cologne to the sides and back of your neck. Chest. Spritz a small amount of cologne on your chest, just below your neck. Inner elbow. Apply cologne to the crease on the inside of your elbows. Remember, you don't need to use a lot of cologne to make an impression. A little goes a long way, so use it sparingly. You can always reapply throughout the day if needed. How to find your signature scent. The more often you wear a scent, the more others will associate that scent uniquely with you. This doesn't mean wearing one fragrance all the time though. At the most, 3 signature scents usually suffice. One for the office, one for daytime, weekends, vacations, and one for evenings. Now, when finding your signature scent, this takes a lot of experimentation. There are 2 types of guys when it comes to buying fragrances. The guy that will spray it on himself first with a tester at a shop, smell it for a bit, wait a few minutes to see how it settles, ask for opinions, and in general is just very methodical and particular when buying a new fragrance. But you also have the blind buy giga chat. This is the camp I fall into. If I see a fragrance online with a catchy name and a cool design, I usually blind buy it. Sometimes it works out great and other times it doesn't. The thing about fragrances is they smell different on everybody, and sometimes you will hate the fragrance at first but come to eventually love it. I'm a blind buyer and this just works for me. Through my experiences, I have found 3 fragrance houses that I really like and I always recommend. Number 1, Tom Ford. Tom Ford fragrances are usually very expensive, but they have extremely unique scents and they're very high quality in terms of ingredients and lasting power. Number 2, Beardo. I've never smelled a Beardo scent that I didn't like. They're very inoffensive, light, and fresh fragrances and work great if you want a more subtle fragrance. Number 3, Maison Margiela. An absolutely amazing line of fragrances that are both unique in terms of scent and have surprisingly long-lasting power for the price point. This is what I consider the best of both worlds. Of course, there are many more amazing fragrance lines. Drop a comment on your favorite fragrance house below. Creating a fragrance wardrobe. Everyone has a different way of creating their fragrance wardrobe. Your fragrance should add to the overall vibe you're going for. If you're dressed up in a Hawaiian shirt and shorts and have a summer vibe going on, you want a fresh and light summer fragrance. If you're dressed more formal and are going for dinner late at night to a fancy restaurant, you want a more masculine and woody scent. You get the idea. I like to match my fragrance with my outfits. Here are a few examples you can take inspiration from. Number 1, Beardo Mixed Emotions. Number 2, Margiela Replica Matcha Meditation. Number 3, Louis Vuitton Element Sight. Number 4, Mice and Margiela Bubble Bath. Number 5, Louis Vuitton Ombre Nomade. I have over 20 fragrance recommendations based on outfits on our article below, so make sure to check that out. With that said, remember to like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get updates for new videos, and check out our website for even more tips. Thanks for watching.